Hello again, folks. I got another video here for you, another fun one. I know that I've been labeling these tip and trick videos up to this point. I'm going to be tweaking that a little bit. From this point on, we're going to be labeling these our Mitchell Fitness Solutions videos at BodyFit. So this video is going to touch on, in my opinion, what is one of the bigger misconceptions and biggest mistakes I see made in the gym. And it's actually a mistake I've seen made for over a decade now. So it's safe to say it's probably always going to be a challenge, but nevertheless, if I can get you guys educated on it and get this video out there, that's a good start in my opinion. So we're going to be touching on spot reduction, and spot reduction can be easiestly defined as trying to reduce one specific area of your body, or more importantly, trying to reduce body fat from one specific area of your body. Now, in our society, you guys like this look? Is this a good look? I think I might actually go with this. In our society, we have affectionately, this prop is meant to signify what we've affectionately labeled our dad belly or our beer belly. And I'm going to kind of correlate this to spot reduction. So, and I'm going to touch on women in a second, but nevertheless, with men, we've got this amazing dad belly here, or beer belly, and men that usually have this issue, the majority of their time in the gym is spent targeting core or targeting abdominal muscles. And the thought process behind that is, in fact, spot reduction. They're thinking in their head, as long as I'm focusing my workout on the core, the problematic area, this fat belly, then it's going to go. So now let's slow down for a second. If they're doing crunches, we'll say, for example, you'll see these guys have got 16 different forms of crunches, and they're doing it 2 hours at a time. If they're doing crunches are really just a form of resistance training for your core muscles. So that being said, if they've got this beer belly and they're trying to reduce this body fat, because this is all fat here, okay? I think it's safe to say everybody knows that. This is fat. Everything underneath it is muscle. If they're spending all their time on the muscle below the fat, then it only makes sense that they're not going to see the changes, and ultimately they don't. This is how they stay, and they get frustrated and they get discouraged. It's because they're trying to spot reduce, okay? So now with women, I don't have a stage prop for this, but with women, they usually say that their most problematic area is in fact their inner and outer thighs, okay? They say that they want, it's too big and they want to shrink it and they want to tone it, and they just want everything tighter, okay? That makes sense. I get it. Now, their solution to this is they'll go to the gym and they'll get on their inner and outer thigh machine, and they'll literally in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out for an hour straight. And in their head, they're thinking, I'm spot reducing. I am targeting that one area and I'm getting rid of the fat. Unfortunately, all they're doing is they're actually focusing that 45 minutes of that hour on everything below the fat, the muscle. So, and ultimately, in that case, unless they're a professional bull rider, they're not going to see any benefit from that. If you are a professional bull rider, keep it up. Nevertheless, back to spot reduction. So ultimately, those people that are trying to spot reduce by doing resistance-based training, they should be flipping it. They should be focusing more on their targeted cardio, and I use the term targeted strongly. Those of you that are a little bit thrown off by that, check out my other videos where I talked about how to properly train in cardio. It needs to be very specific cardio, but nevertheless, they should be focusing on that, and they should be focusing on their nutrition program. Again, because they're trying to reduce body fat. They're not trying to, strengthen those areas per se. It's a great side effect, but ultimately that's not what's going on in their head. Now, here's another issue with that. Thinking back to resistance training, if I've got a guy or a girl that is doing a bunch of crunches every day, they actually run the risk of making that area larger. Because again, it's just a muscle, and if you train it hard enough and long enough and consistently enough, it's going to grow, it's going to get bigger, okay? So it's almost backwards. Now, there's one major issue with this that's even more important than what I just touched on, and it's more to deal with the psychology side of it, okay? So I'm going to use the case in point of the dad again. He's got his belly, it's just not a good look for him. He's, going through midlife crisis. He just bought a vet, and he can't fit in his vet. So he wants to get rid of this belly. And he comes to me and says, I've had this belly for a long time. It's got to go. I want to get my six-pack back. I want to feel like I did back in my college days. Okay, no problem. We can do that. So we set him up on his program. We get him going. Things are going well. He's seeing changes. Okay, he's seeing changes up top. He's seeing changes in his legs. He's getting a little bit leaner. His belly's gone down a little bit, but he's frustrated because he still has this belly. He ultimately comes to me one day and he says, "You know, Dean, I'm discouraged. I mean, I'm seeing these changes everywhere else, but I still got this belly." What he's dealing with is he's dealing with the harsh reality that, again, our body doesn't lose fat any faster in one specific area. So what I'm trying to tie into is the fact that if this is your biggest area, if this is the belly fat, and this is where you're holding the majority of your issue, this is going to be the last to go because this is where you've got the most to lose. So, you know, the usual changes are going to be seen in your extremities first. Your arms are going to get leaner, they're toned. Your legs, same thing. Maybe some other areas. This will be the last to go. Ladies, if it's your thighs, you know, if you're seeing changes elsewhere, if you're seeing changes in the mirror and you're just a little bit frustrated because you've got that one area that just won't go away yet, I promise you, stick with it. If you stick with it, it will go, but it's ultimately going to be the last to go. So you just got to stay focused, stay positive, and stay on the path that you're on. Because if you're seeing changes, that means everything's working. Stick with it. Don't stop now. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that maybe that touches on you know, a string or two for some of you guys. As always, give me the feedback. You know, I'm always looking for feedback on these videos. If you have questions, you reach out to me at dean@bodyfitmi.com. You know, we do these consultations for free that I've talked about, you know, until I'm blue in the face for these reasons. I know that there's a lot of information in these videos. I know it's confusing, and ultimately that's why we offer these sit-down consults for free to just kind of map all this stuff out for you. Obviously, you can call BodyFit direct anytime, and more importantly, and most importantly, if these videos are something you like, if these videos have some content in them that you think help you and possibly someone else, please share them. These videos are not meant to, you know, make me money or anything like that. These videos are solely meant to help people. So if you're getting information out of this that you find useful, odds are someone else is going to as well. So please spread the word, spread these videos, and let's see how many people we can help. So that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you guys soon at BodyFit.